Cinnamon roll casserole is on the menu for today. Basically, you are taking cinnamon rolls that are pre-made and making a bread pudding out of them. How delicious is that? It's super simple to put together. You get pre-made frozen cinnamon rolls, Sister Schubert. You can't go wrong with her. And then you mix up a custard mixture with eggs and milk and some cinnamon, sugar, salt, and that's pretty much it. Let's get started. This is 2 cups of whole milk, 3 egg yolks. So I'm going to separate my whites into this bowl and then get rid of them. One of my favorite things to do in the kitchen is separate eggs. All right, 3 egg yolks. I'm using large eggs. Every recipe that we do for Southern Living calls for large eggs unless otherwise specified. And then 2 whole eggs. Now we have some granulated sugar, some extra cinnamon because things just can't be cinnamony enough, some kosher salt, and vanilla extract, like all good baked goods. Let's give this a twirl. Cinnamon, when you're mixing it into milk, sometimes will clump, so you want to be sure to mix it as well as you can, but don't be upset if there are clumps because it's inevitable and it's gonna happen, so just embrace it and it'll be fine. Here is my 11 by 7 baking dish. This one is enameled ceramic cast iron. You can use glass. I would not recommend using straight up metal though. My ye old friend Pamela, give her a good spray. And then the cinnamon rolls. These are from the freezer section from my other friend, Sister Schubert. I'm going to just place them into this baking dish. These are cut up. So what I did was let the cinnamon rolls thaw a little bit and then break them apart into the actual cinnamon rolls and then cut them into bite-sized pieces. And I'm just arranging them in my baking dish. It doesn't have to be perfect, just kind of in an even layer. Here's the part where it's turning into bread pudding. Golden raisins. Raisins are pretty much a standard ingredient for bread puddings. These are optional. You do not have to use them if you are opposed to raisins. I think it gives it like a nice sweetness and some kind of like fruity little bite to the casserole, but if you don't want to put them in and you just want to do the cinnamon rolls, you do you. The recipe says that you should mix them in, but I think they look really pretty on top, so when they bake you can see some of the raisins popping up. And then I'm going to pour my mixture into there. So give it a good stir and then pour it in there very carefully. This recipe is great for overnight guests. You can make this the night before everyone has either gone to sleep or you're just like chilling before you go to bed. Put this in your baking dish, cover it, put it in the fridge, and then when you wake up in the morning, pop it in the oven and the smell of cinnamon rolls will fill your house and everyone will come running. It is so, so delicious. No one wants to spend all that time making cinnamon rolls when they wake up. They can have the next best thing, cinnamon roll casserole. So I'm gonna cover this with plastic wrap, put it in my fridge, and let it sit for at least 8, but you can do it up to 24 hours. TV magic is a wonderful thing. So this has been chilling for at least 8 hours. We are going to pop it in the oven and bake it until it is nice and the egg mixture is set and the cinnamon rolls are golden brown, and then let it cool slightly and top it with some icing. Let's go in the oven. Look at this. Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. The egg mixture is set. These cinnamon rolls are extra nice and toasty. I love the raisins that are popping up. It gives it just like some visual interest. But now, this is the part that I love most about this, is because I make the rules today. The recipe does not call to top it with icing, but in your package of frozen cinnamon rolls that you bought, there is a pack of icing. And I am not telling you to do that, but I'm not telling you to not do that. Actually, I am definitely telling you to use the icing. Here's what I did. I heated up that little plastic pouch of the icing that came in the frozen cinnamon rolls. Oh, such a good idea. It's so warm. I'm gonna pour it on top. While I pour, let's talk about cinnamon rolls. When I was in elementary school, my school made hands down the best cinnamon rolls I have ever had in my entire life. And I kid you not, my dad and I would buy 2 dozen of those things and slam them in a week. They were so delicious. They were just like gooey and yeasty and cinnamony and like not even all the way baked in the middle. Gosh, those things were so good. Look at that. Oh, like who wouldn't want to put the icing on the cinnamon roll casserole? Typically, I like the centers of like baked goods, like cinnamon rolls, like the gooey part, and brownies. But for this particular situation, I like the crispy edges. Oh, it's gonna be so delicious. I'm going to put extra icing on mine, and you should too. Here we go. Look at that. Here we go. Woo-hoo. Gonna get a raisin in mine, get a part that has extra cinnamon in there. Yeah, that's pretty good. If you want more amazing recipes like this cinnamon roll casserole, be sure to subscribe to Southern Living on YouTube. I will see y'all next time. Me and my casserole, we're going away. Bye.